is up, guys? Phoenix here, and welcome back to another pixel art tutorial for Spinal from the Steven Universe movie that recently came out. A new gem was announced. I didn't want to build it preemptively just in case it looked kind of different when the movie dropped. The movie did drop. There's like two forms to it. There's like the factory reset mode, and then there's the crazy looking one. I'm going to do the factory reset one just because it's a little bit simpler to do, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. If you are new here, make sure you have about 150 width by 150 height space on your pixel art. I get comments all the time from newbies saying that they ran out of space. What I use is make sure you have a pixel art world, and also, as you can see, I'm about 3 above ground, so there's a lot of space to work with. That being said, I've given you guys a warning. It's not my problem anymore. So we're going to be using dirt and a block of coal to set the frame, which is how we do all pixel arts. I set the frame up, I do the shading and details, and then in the end we go over the colors. So what we're going to do to start it off is we're going to put 7 pieces of coal going straight up from the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the reason we have the grass block right here is because pixel arts are often built at diagonals. The blocks don't directly connect. They come off at angles to create the shapes that make the art. So we're going to use the placement block and place it at the top or right side of the final block so that we can go up and to the right 4 verticals and continue working on the arm. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see right there, the blocks kind of connect, but not really. They're at a diagonal. I find that when I don't explain this at the first part of a tutorial, people get confused, so that's why I'm explaining it. If you've been here before, sorry about that. But anyways, when I say up and to the right, that means you can put a placement block to the top or right side. If I say we're going up and to the left, that means top or left side. You get the idea. If we're going down and to the right, that means bottom or right side of whatever we're placing. It's just it's a fluid motion that you get used to as you build more pixel arts with me. So anyways, from this 4 vertical, we're going to go up and to the right, 7 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then what we're going to do is put a placement block on the top block of that 7, and I want you to go to that placement block and put 1 piece of coal to the left and 1 piece of coal to the right. And once you have that down, you can delete the placement block. Perfect. Now from the left block, and that's what we just placed, what we're going to do is go up and to the left 1 single, up and to the left 2 vertical, and we're going to actually do that 5 times in a row. So we're going to put our placement block to the top or left side of the single, and we're going to put a 2 vertical, 1, 2, just like that. And like I said, it's going to be 5 times in a row. So this is the first one. We're going to need 4 more now. So let's go to the top block, placement block, 1, 2, that's 2, 1, 2, that's 3, 1, 2, that's 4, and finally 1, 2, that's 5. And we just zoom out and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. All right. From there, we're going to go up and to the left, 11 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're then going to start curving up the shoulder pads now. So from this 11, we're going to put a placement block to the top or right side. So we can go up and to the right, because we're switching directions now. 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. We're then going to start rounding it out, so we're going to go up and to the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. Up and to the right 1 single. Up and to the right 2 vertical again. 1, 2. Up and to the right 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right 2 flat, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, whoops. 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. And then for the top part of her shoulder, we're going to go up and to the right 13 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. And now what we need to do is round this back down and go back towards her torso or chest area. So we're going to put our placement block to the right or bottom part, and we should be just fine. So let's go down into the right 2 flat 3 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. 1, 2, that's 3. I hear some buzzing in the background. Hopefully my mic isn't too keen and doesn't pick it up, because that's very annoying. But anyways, from there we're going to go down into the right. I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 singles. So let's go to the last block right here, and at this angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you could use a placement block to do this, but once you get used to it a lot, it becomes easier to just place the singles. Like you could have done this 3, 4, and 5. But like I said, once you get used to the pixel art, you start learning your own tricks that help you speed builds. From here, we're going to go down and to the right 2 vertical, 1, 2. And from that 2 vertical, we're going to add an extra block to the bottom. So now it's 3 in length technically, but this third block isn't going to be part of this top tangent right here. What we're going to do with this third block is we're going to put 1 to the left of it and 45 to the right, okay? You heard that correctly. So count this out carefully. You can do 4 groups of 10 and 1 groups of 5, 9 groups of 5, 5 groups of 9. Whatever you have to do to make sure you get through this and count it carefully. I'm going to count in groups of 10, and then I'm going to count a group of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20. And always just slow down if you need to. You do not want to actually have to delete this and redo it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 40. And then finally, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 45 blocks. And we're going to put 1 on top of that last block, just like that. So, if you manage to have this, I'm going to straighten out my cameraman just so it can be centered out. This is going to be the center part of her neck. This 45, it's 47 technically. We added 45 on top of this too, so it's 47 in total. But the center part of this little plank we just created is actually going to be the neck that goes up into the face. So if you wanted to find where the center would be, it's somewhere in the middle of this 45. I'm guessing it would be, or 47, I'm guessing it would be like the 23rd or 24th block, or maybe, I think it's the 23rd block would have to be it. So what we're going to do next is go to the end of the 47 flat, and we're going to find this single on the right side right here, and we're going to actually go up and to the right from there. So what I want you to do is place your placement block on the top or right side of it. And I think we're going to start by going up and to the right 6 more singles after this first one. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're going to add 6 more. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be 7 singles in total because we already had the first one waiting there from when we placed it on top. So make sure you just double count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. From there, we're going to keep on going up and to the right so you can keep putting your placement block to the right or top side. And we're going to go up and to the right 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. From there, we're going to go up and to the right 12 flat. So let's put a placement block on the right or top side. Let's count that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And let's go and delete these placement blocks. And now we're going to switch direction because at the end of this 12 flat, what we're going to do is start going down and to the right to curve her shoulder out, kind of like what we did on the left side. So let's put a placement block underneath and go down and to the right 2 flat 3 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. And finally, 1, 2, that's 3. And let's go back and delete these extra blocks now just to keep our workspace clean. From here, we're still going down into the right, but it's going to be slimmed down, and then we're going to start switching over to verticals instead of flats. So what I want you to do is go down into the right 4 singles. So placement block underneath, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And then from there, we're going to go down into the right 2 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. I'm going to keep zooming out like this as much as I can just so you can see the basic shape starting to develop. If you can't really see it on the right hand camera screen, you can still kind of see it on the left one. From here, we're going to go down into the right 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down into the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. Down into the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And from there, that's actually the farthest point to the right her shoulder ends up going. From there, we're going to be switching to the left side, but you can still keep the placement block on the bottom if that's where you were placing it. But if you were placing the placement block on the right, you're going to switch to the left side now. So let's go down into the left 5 vertical to start this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to the left 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Down into the left 2 vertical. 1, 2. Down into the left 2 singles. 1, 2. And as you can see, we've pretty much mirrored the left-hand shoulder. Let me just delete these extra placement blocks. Now we just need to bring the arm down to the floor and also set up some stuff that should have been on the inner part of the arm. But I always love to do the frame first, as you guys already know. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go down into left 2 vertical. 1, 2. Down into left 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. And we're getting really close to the ground, so let's get the home stretch going. We're going to go down into left 6 vertical first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to go down into the right. So let's put our placement block to the right side. And go down into the right 11 vertical. And this should touch the ground perfectly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And if it touches the ground, that means you've done it correctly. That's a very good place to start the base frame. And I think, let me double check real quick. I think this is the, no, it still goes a little bit to the left and the right. I was going to say I thought this was as much width as you needed, but not height. But her hair does go a little bit past the shoulders on the left and the right side. So you're still going to need a little bit of room on the left parts, maybe 10 to 15 blocks on each side. Just so that when we get to the hair, even though it's going to be high up, it still extends to the left a little bit. So let's bring the other parts of her shoulder or her chest plate to the ground. And what we're going to do, the way we're going to do that is from the 47 flat we have in the middle right here. We're going to first go to the left side and bring that down. And then we're going to go to the right side and bring it down. So on the left side where we have this 1 single sticking out, we're going to put a placement block going to the bottom of it. And we're going to go down into the left 2 flat. 1, 2. From there, we're going to go down into left 2 vertical. 1, 2. Down into left 1 single. Placement block 1. Down into left 2 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. Down into left 3 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, that's 1. 1, 2, 3, that's 2. And as you can see, we have the rounded shape of the chest plate coming out really good. And we're going to just keep bringing that to the ground. So from here, we're going to go down into the left 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down into left 7 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you're probably wondering, how does the shoulder piece from there end up meeting up over here? We're going to do that right now. When we go down into the right, so switch sides with the placement block or keep it underneath. 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Except from the 5 vertical, we're going to go to the second to last block from the top, not bottom, the top. And we're going to add 1 to the left. From that 1 to the left, we can connect it to the shoulder blade over there. But what I first want to do is bring this to the ground. So let's actually mark that 1 to the left so we can come back to it in a minute. And instead go to the bottom of the 5 right here and keep bringing it to the ground. So we're going to put a placement block to the bottom or right side so we can go down into the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Down into the right 2 vertical 4 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. 1, 2, that's 3. And 1, 2, that's 4. And then to touch the ground, we're going to go down into the right 3 singles, and this should be perfect as well. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Now, we're going to go to that single that we marked on the left part of the arm and make it join up with the rest. And then we're going to do the same thing for the right side. I'm pretty sure this will cover, I usually like to do only 15 minutes on my first part of tutorials. But this doesn't seem too strenuous, and I am enjoying the fact that some people probably will really like the Return to Steven Universe pixel art, so we're going to make these pixel art parts a little bit longer and just continue through this. So from the 1 single, we're going to go down into the left 2 flat. 1, 2. Down into the left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Except from the final block in that 3 flat, what we're going to do is we're going to add 1 to the top and 6 below it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you see from the the right hand camera screen, we're really close to the ground. So what we're going to do is from this, we've now created an 8 vertical strip. We're going to go to the bottom of it first and go down into the left 9 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it touches the ground. And now we can go to the top of our 8 vertical strip and connect it to the rest of the shoulder by going up and to the left, so placement blocks down, 2 flat, up and to the left again, 1 single, and then finally up and to the left, 8 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as you can see from the right hand camera screen, everything's connected perfectly. So now what we can do is mirror this over on the right side. So let's fly to the right side of the 47 strip over here and put a placement block to the end so that we can start going down and to the right from it. And our first order of business is kind of like what we did on the opposite side, is we're going to go down and to the right, 2 flat, 1, 2, down and to the right, 2 vertical, 1, 2, oops, down and to the right, 1 single, down and to the right, 2 vertical, 1, 2, and just keep putting your placement block at the bottom each time and you should be fine. So we have 2 flat, 2 vertical, 1 single, then 2 vertical again, that's good. And now from here we're going to go down and to the right, 1 single, down and to the right, 2 vertical, 1, 2, down and to the right, 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3, down and to the right, 4 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're just going to get really, really big here, and we're going to get ready to bridge the arm up or make it meet up. We're going to go down and to the right, 14 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and I'm going to double count this real quick just because I think I might have messed that up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, it's perfect. And once you have that 14 strip, we're going to go to the third from the bottom. So go all the way to the bottom and count up 3. 1, 2, 3. And from the third from the bottom, we're going to just add 1 to the right. Kind of like what we did over to the left side. So let's mark it. But before we mess with this one on the right, remember we had to bring it down to the ground. So that's what we're going to do. So from the bottom, from this 14 vertical, we're going to go down into the left, 4 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4, down into the left, 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3, down into the left, 2 vertical, 3 times in a row, 1, 2, that's 1, 1, 2, whoops, 1, 2, that's 2, 1, 2, that's 3, and you should be 1 above the ground right now, so all we're going to do is go down into the left, 1 single, and touch the floor. Perfect. Now, for the final section of this build, or this part, we're going to go to the single we marked out, and we're going to go down into the right, 1 single, up into the right, 1 single, and from that single we just created, we're going to put a grass block to the right side of it, and from that grass block, we're going to do 2 things. First, we're going to go below it, 15 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then we're going to go down into the right, 1 single. Perfect. Then to the top of the grass block, we're going to put 1 coal on top and add 2 to the right of that 1 coal. 1, 2. Just like this. You can now delete that grass block because all we're going to do is go up and to the right, 9 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then to finish off the shape, we're going to go down and to the right, 1 single. And this should meet up with what we had on the right part of the shoulder, like that. Perfect. So now we can actually get ready for the second part of the tutorial, which will be bringing up a neck out of the middle part of this 47. And then we're going to shape out the face and then the hair. And then we're going to do the gem in the center of the chest. There's a bunch of stuff that we have left to do. I'm probably going to do this in 3 parts, to be honest, guys. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this part 1 of our Spinal pixel art tutorial. If you want me to do Spinal's other form or any other characters from Steven Universe, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. But as always, this is Phoenix, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!